Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of John Matrixx Talks Movies. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me. Today, let's talk Star Wars and the future of Star Wars. Now, I've been wondering now, why is it that Disney and Lucasfilm seem to be getting away from the Force, the Jedi, the Sith? That is a $1 million question in my eyes. Because if you actually look at all of their future projects that we actually know of so far, none of them involve the Force, the Jedi, the Sith. We have the Cassian Andor series that is coming out. We know him from Rogue One. We know that he is not a Force user. We don't even really know if he actually believes in the Force. So, and he's the main character of his own series. And we also have The Mandalorian coming out with Jon Favreau. And this takes place really after Return of the Jedi, a few years afterwards. And I'm pretty sure that we won't see any Jedi in that TV series as well, unless Luke makes a cameo appearance or something like that. There will be no Jedi in that series. Now, we also have the sequel trilogy right now, and really the way that they use the Force in the sequel trilogy has led me to that conclusion that they really seem to want to get away from the Force, the Jedi, and the Sith, because I don't think they really understand how the Force works. I don't think they really know how the Jedi and the Sith work. Now, I'm pretty sure that Dave Filoni, he understands that stuff, but he hasn't really been involved in any of the movies. If you look at the way that the Force was used during the George Lucas age, it is completely different now than when he was running a company. If George Lucas was running Lucasfilm, there's no way that Rey would be doing things that she is doing right now without any training. And George has, at least from the movies, we always assume that everyone needed a master and there had to be an apprentice to learn from the master. That's the way knowledge is passed on. But that is not the case in the case of Rey. Nobody has taught her anything, nothing whatsoever. And watching The Force Awakens, when I walked out of the theater, I was thinking to myself, these guys don't understand the Force. I mean, 6 movies from George Lucas and countless books, and they still don't understand the Force. They're not giving us what the Force is supposed to do and the way it is supposed to work. So that's why I think they have all of these new spin-off projects to kind of really distance themselves from not only the Skywalkers, but also the Force in general. Now, we don't know exactly what David Benioff and D.B. Weiss are going to be doing, the guys from Game of Thrones, but we haven't heard anything. So we're hoping that, maybe it's like Old Republic or a Sith War or something like that, Jedi 500 years in the future. We're hoping for things like that, but yet we're not getting it, and nothing has been announced in that way. Yes, we did get Rebels. Rebels was an animated series, but the vast majority of Star Wars fans are going to watch the movies. The movies are the most important things, and we're really not getting that. I mean, Rogue One was very good, but Rogue One was a different type of Star Wars story. It was all about, the rebels getting the Death Star plans, and the only time that we saw the Force was from Vader, and that was very, very little of that, even though that was an epic scene at the end of Rogue One where Vader was just killing rebels left and right. So my theory is that Lucasfilm and Disney, they do not understand the subtleties of the Force, to quote Palpatine to Anakin. So I don't know, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think that Disney really doesn't understand the way the Force works and what George Lucas intended, so that's why they're kind of distancing themselves away from the Force? So that's what I think, but what do you think? Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx, out.